Good afternoon, esteemed judges, distinguished colleagues, and honored guests. My name is Praeploy Amornsillaphachai, and I am delighted to share our research findings on student preferences in project-based learning formats. Our study focuses on understanding how different formats influence medical students' learning and engagement. Let's embark on this exploration together. As we begin, I'd like to state that we have no conflicts of interest to disclose. Our primary goal is to enhance educational practices based on evidence and student feedback. Imagine education as a voyage, with each student navigating their way through the vast ocean of knowledge. In this voyage, project-based learning acts as both compass and anchor. It's a teaching method that is real-world, inquiry-driven, experiential, and focused on formative critique and revision. Project-based learning demands a public product, ensuring students don't just learn in theory, but apply their knowledge in practical, tangible ways. It's rigorous, with assessment woven into every step. The project-based learning is not just a method, it's a powerful tool that transforms passive learning into active discovery. In medical education, where students must not only acquire knowledge, but also develop the skills and judgment to apply it in high-stakes environments, project-based learning is invaluable. It encourages deep learning, critical thinking, and the development of professional skills, qualities that are really essential for tomorrow's healthcare providers. Our research explored whether the specific format of project-based learning impacts students' learning experiences. We examined three formats: the medical showcase, lifestyle modification video, and lastly, Picha Kusha. Each format offers unique dynamics. For example, medical showcases encourage professional style case presentations, while videos focuses on creating relatable public health content, and Picha Kucha, on the other hand, challenges students to deliver concise, impactful presentations. These distinctions allowed us to uncover insights into what works best for students. We adopted an explanatory mixed methods design to ensure comprehensive findings. We began our process by collecting quantitative data using Likert scale questionnaire. This was followed by a qualitative approach, utilizing open-ended questions to gather detailed responses. The data was then analyzed to identify and group opinions and feedback. Finally, we conducted focus group interviews with 4 groups to explore the reasoning behind these responses in greater depth and detail. This multifaceted approach allowed us to capture both measurable trends and personal insights. The Likert Scale questionnaire measures 3 key domains: engagement, knowledge acquisition, and learning behavior changes. For the first domain, attitudes toward student engagement, we asked students whether they felt that project-based learning enhanced their understanding of content, boosted their confidence in expressing opinions, and aligned well with practical applications. These questions all aimed to uncover how project-based learning resonates with students on a personal and intellectual level. In the second domain, the knowledge acquisition, the focus was on skills cultivated through project-based learning. We explored elements such as creativity, decision making, and self assessment across different formats. These insights allowed us to evaluate how effectively each format promotes deeper learning and skill development. Finally, for the third domain, alteration in learning behavior, we assess how project-based learning impacts students' growth. We ask questions about increased responsibility, a change agent mindset, the traits essential for leadership and adaptability in their future careers. Here are our results, which highlighted strong scores for knowledge acquisition at 4.54 with the SD of 0.45. These scores are out of 5, and the alteration in learning behavior at 4.52 with the SD of 0.46. These domains reflect the project-based learning effectiveness in fostering deep understanding and meaningful skill development. However, attitudes toward the student engagement scored slightly lower at 4.13, which we believe is linked to challenges like heavy workloads or mismatched project timelines. Importantly, the Cronbach's alpha of 0.973 confirms the reliability of our findings, ensuring statistical robustness. Each format reviewed unique strengths and challenges. The medical showcase excelled in fostering creativity and teamwork, but was hindered by logistical constraints like small venues and high workloads. The videos provided an engaging way to enhance knowledge, but faced challenges like production difficulties and uneven workloads, particularly for students with technical skill gaps. And Peter Kuchar encouraged concise communication and efficient time use, but restricted creativity and preparation time, which some students found limiting. The focus group interviews revealed some surprising insights. One key finding was the impact of presenting to external audiences, people outside the peer group, such as parents, staff, or the public. Students worked harder to ensure accuracy and professionalism because they felt more accountable. However, we also discovered that formats requiring specialized skills like video editing led to uneven workloads, which many students found discouraging. One student joked, losing face in front of parents or the public is not an option. Others said, when we are presenting to unfamiliar faces, it pushes us to be extra careful that the information we share is accurate and trustworthy. This external pressure improves teamwork and knowledge acquisition as students prepare thoroughly to avoid areas of embarrassment. And the take-home message, firstly, we should engage external audiences can significantly enhance learning by adding accountability and raising the stakes for students. Second, adapting the project-based learning formats based on student insights is crucial. Not all students thrive under the same conditions, so flexibility is key. And lastly, we should continue to emphasize creativity, teamwork, and fair assessment criteria to maximize the benefits of project-based learning while addressing its challenges. By making these adjustments, we can better prepare students for the demands of their future career. Thank you for your attention. I hope these findings spark ideas for enriching educational practices. I'd be happy to take any questions you might have.
So thank you. But I have one question about every student have to do three part of the project-based learning or can choose anyone.
Okay, thank you for the question. So yes, all of the students that are included into this research are they have to do all three formats of project-based learning as each format ensure the difference and the distinguishness of the experiences of the learning that could be given to the students so that we could measure all the facets of the learning behaviors.
Thank you for your great talk. I'm interested in alternation in learning behavior. Could you clarify more?
Yes, of course. For the third domain of us, the alteration in learning behavior, because we want to know more that okay, so we have so many formats of learning that are not just lecture-based learning. So we want to know that are these formats actually increase like do they change anything specifically to the learning behavior of the students, like such as for example if the students are to do the Picha Kucha format, will they think that at the end of learning by using Picha Kucha format, will they have more responsibility for doing tasks? Because Picha Kucha could impose certain qualities to the students, such as doing works in team or like trying to do the time management, as the Picha Kucha format could have like 20 seconds per slide. Yes.
About the project based, how could you find the how to overcome the workload from the student that they complain about the project based? How could we find out to solve the problem?
Okay, so this is, I think, personally, in order to overcome the workload problem, first of all, because all the learning formats, we encourage students to communicate with each other first before they go to the teachers or the professors, because we want them to be prepared to the real world. As in real world, sometimes, to be honest, it's not always like everyone is not always distributed the fair workload amounts. So we want them to communicate as they are friends right now and they are working in the same project. So the workload thing. First of all, they would divide the workloads themselves, and then they come to meet with the supervisor in like probably 2 to 3 weeks time frame, so that the supervisor could actually supervise like the workloads and the progress of the work at the same time. Thank you so much.
Your insightful presentation was so impressed. Sorry. For the next, our presentation is preparing global health leaders, evaluating the effectiveness of IMRC participation in developing global health competency among medical students at Phramongkutklao College of Medicine, presented by Kanchaporn Nopakao Misang from Phramongkutklao College of Medicine.